Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you a-okay? In your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl, Debbie from Donga Yard. Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more. It is the Jamaican Cooking Journey. All you are new right on over here, special welcome. Those of you who were there with me from the beginning of this journey and you're still here, manners and respect. On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'm going to be preparing for you some barbecued sirloin chops, pork chops, whatever. Because you know the pork chops, they shape a little different. So I hope I'm the right thing. My butcher's assistant says these are sirloin or something like that chops. Anyway, some pork. Okay? Those of you who don't eat pork, you might want to click off here. No offense. We respect you that you don't eat pork. And we also ask that you respect us who eat pork in the comment section. We know why you're not about no religion where God did say to eat. We are not talking about religion. We are preparing some Trenton. So by the time you come in the comment section to tell we not to eat it and what have you, we done yam it long time, okay? So just let's just keep it on a low level. You know yam pork? No problem. We respect that. You click off. We consume pork. Try to respect that. Don't tell us what to do. Okay? Now, let's get into this. So, I'll be seasoning these little chops I'll be seasoning them and I'll be searing them off. And then I'll be putting some homemade barbecue sauce on them. And we're going to tuck them in the oven for a little time or a reasonable little time. That is our aim right here. So the very first thing, and I'm not going to be seasoning this too much because I have a real good homemade barbecue sauce. Let me put my foot, my hand, my head, my eye, and everybody in it. So I don't want to over season them to let the seasoning go too much that may not enjoy the barbecue sauce on it. You can use any store-bought barbecue sauce. You can use your barbecue sauce of choice. You can also buy the barbecue sauce from the store and you can add to it and make it your own, okay? So the very first thing, as I always said in my pork video, these pork, not corn pork, but fresh pork, need a whole lot of garlic and a whole lot of ginger. This will enable you not to have any, you know, them extra bowel movement there in them something. When these things are not prepared, pork especially, not prepared properly, you know, you have diarrhea, loose bowel, whatever, belly movement, you know, because of some pork there, you know. Any pork thing where you know prepare properly with ginger, as I tell you, ginger, garlic, and pimento seeds. I do have some pimento seeds here, but I'll be grinding it into a powder. I will not be adding it to this seasoning process. I'll show you when and how I'll add it. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to be finished grating off this reasonable amount of ginger. Yes, the pork must, the fresh pork, you know, if you have it, ginger, bunny, kill, you know, but you must put ginger that you taste the ginger. Flavoring, and also to help it to digest properly, and also to help it not to trouble your bowels. Okay, I'm going to be putting this in there. I've got me here some Scotch bonnet pepper. If you don't want it, you don't put it, okay? I'm putting some Scotch bonnet because you know say pork, for me or for us as Caribbean people, we know long time say pork for taste spicy. You know, whatever the pork, if it tastes spicy. I'm going to go now, finish putting off my scallions, and I'll return to you to show you what I'll be doing next, okay? Okay, I am very much back, and I'll be putting my salt. Try to remember your salt if you're a young cook. Now, if you have been following my videos on my channel for the longest while, you know I am not a person that uses a lot of salt. For fresh pork, you got to put a little salt to taste. And when I say family a little salt to taste, I don't mean say if it's saltpeter. But you must taste, the salt, the ginger, and the garlic will prevent that pork from bothering you. If you don't see it as so, and you don't want to do it, don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. I'm putting on my salt right here, and I'll be putting on like a reasonable amount of salt, because I know that I'm supposed to use reasonable amount of salt. And if you notice my salt, it was coming out at a very flushy pace. Now that we have had all of this, now for the people that don't do herbs, you can put all your seasons that you want here. Your powder season, blend up. If you want to do some green herbs blend, do that. You can do all of that right here. But this is how I'll be proceeding to do mine. You could, if you fancy black pepper, I do have. But I use it when I feel. I use it when I don't feel. I don't use it. So what I'm doing here, I am trying to get these little chops all in on these little herbs that you see me here. This is what I'll be doing. So I'll be gently moving them from top to bottom. And you want not to put any soy sauce, because you know, look, no brown color right here. So right now, we're just rubbing them up as is. And you can see that these are some really, them young. The color of the meat will tell you slightly pink, okay, that it is a young animal. That was, these chops were prepared or was derived from. So I'm going to be doing this, and you know how to rub up this gently. I'm going to be using my scallions and all of that. This is what I'm using, and I've said before, maybe about 3 times since the video started. Use what you want to use, do you. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be leaving it to marinate for about 1 hour. 1 hour on my kitchen cupboard. The temperature in my kitchen is relatively cool. You can do it, and you can put it in your refrigerator overnight. Remember to make sure it's properly sealed, because these flavors will take over all your refrigerator. When you see me next, it will be marinated for 1 hour, and you'll see how I'll proceed. Soon come. We are back. I have got my seasoned chops here. I've got right over here a skillet that I've preheated, and I have a small amount of grease in there, and I'm going to be searing these chops. If you know what searing is, go Google it. I'm going to be searing them, 1, to get a little natural color, 2, to remove some of the excess moisture from these chops, okay? Because we're going to put them in the oven, and we don't want them going in there with too much moisture. As when the oven, we're going to be doing it in a slow oven, so we don't want it coming with too much water, too much loose water. You know me and the long water something. So you're going to remove these herbs. Try to remove as much as you can, or else you'll get them all burnt. I'm going to be searing them. So you want to use something that is wide. If you don't have something wide enough, you might have to do a lot of different batches. So do what? If it's just, suppose you just have something that you can do 2 at a time, do what you can. That's what you have. So I have this, and I have this amount of them. So I'll be putting them in here, searing them off on a little medium heat, and from side to side. So they're on that side. When I return, when I am ready to turn them to the other side, I'll return to you to show you what searing off looks like, and also probably what it means. This one come. I am very much back. We are moving right over here. I have preheated in the interim, whilst I was going to have preheated my oven to 165, which will be 320, 330 thereabout degrees. 165 Celsius, 320, 330 Fahrenheit. Because we're going to be using the oven, as I said. I thought I said that. Now I want to turn to the other side. And this is what searing looks like. You don't want it all brown and burn up. We're not browning it. This is exactly what searing looks like. You're giving it a little color. And as I told you, these may not be ready because they went in last. So you will know this is what the searing, it should look like when you're finished from one side to the other. I'm going to turn my flame down a bit because I want to come over here to show you something. Right here, I've got my homemade barbecue sauce. I'm going to be pouring some into this container to what I know I should be using. That should be enough to dip my pork chops in. I did say to you that I need to use pimento in my fresh pork. So I have got right here my pimento seeds inside my grinder, and I'm going to be grinding them fresh now, freshly grounded pimento seeds right now in my homemade barbecue sauce, and I might want a little more. I hope you're following the process and you're really in tune with the video, as not to just come back to ask questions in the comment section, and which I have already demonstrated during the process of the video. Okay, it can be a little annoying to me, family, to when I go all in depth and explain and do these videos, and then come, Miss Debbie, how much degree you put it in the oven, Miss Debbie? That it's really annoying. Whilst that is being done, this is my casserole that I'll be using for the oven. I am very keen in greasing my casseroles for even my meat. I'm going to be greasing this, and when I'm searing, when I'm through, I want my casserole to be well heated. I don't want to put my meat in a cold casserole. I don't want it to stick. So I'll be greasing my casserole generously too, sides and bottom. Okay, so this is what is happening. I'll be going over here to check if any of these are ready. Which, when they're ready, I will be removing to a plate, leave them to cool. I will not be dipping the hot pork chops in the barbecue sauce straight from the pot. I leave them to cool down. You saw me grease my casserole. Now I'm going to put my grounded pimento seeds inside my barbecue sauce to leave it to come right through. I'm going to go finish sear off these. I've got a few more inside here. I'm going to be doing just that. When you see me next, all of that will be finished, and we'll be moving to the process of dipping or coating the chops with the barbecue sauce, and we'll be proceeding to put it into the oven. So I soon come back. I am very much back. These are my seared pork chops, and I want to show you something when I'm through. My casserole is inside there getting a little preheated. I have added my pimento, crushed pimento seeds, and it has become powder to this here my homemade barbecue sauce, and I've also went ahead and added a little more. These are reasonably cool. They're not cold, but they are cold. So what you want to do now, I remember I told you that the searing process was to remove some of the excess moisture, because when you put it in the oven, we're going to cover it with foil and bake it and let it go for at a slow pace. It is going to attract a lot of moisture. So we don't really want it to come out on the watery side, too much moisture. So that is why we sear it. A lot of people don't understand sometimes that there are so many methods in cooking, and each one has its own value. And as I said before, cooking is not about cooking, seasoning, problem cooking. And I am going to be uploading some videos that we now cook nothing night. We're just going to be talking, sharing some of these methods, some of these things that we do in cooking, why we do them, the result that they'll produce. So now I've got my seared chops, and I'm going to be putting them one by one into my barbecue sauce. Now I think my casserole should be warm, so I'm going to remove it from the oven. I like to put it in a casserole that is warm. Oh yes. So my oven is still there. So you want to do it like this. Coat it up well from side to side. And you take off the excess and you layer it. I'll just do one more for you because you really get the picture. I don't have to stay here and do all. Okay, family? We not no baby around here. We have real cook around here, man. Not true. So you take off the excess. And I greased it because the barbecue sauce, you know, it contains some sugar. Whether you use sugar or honey. So it will prevent it from sticking, getting burned. Low temperature, because if it's too high, it will burn you up. So look here. I'm going to be doing this, all of this. I'm going to come back and show you how it look. See? Okay, now family, I'm through. Show them up, Dad. This is what I have. Now, you can layer your pork chops in your casserole. You know, you don't have to have like 3 or 4 little one. Just do where the base can hold. But do not put them directly on each other. Look at me here. You layer them, but you let them overlap so they have a little space. Do not put them directly on each other. Let them just do like that overlapping look. Yep. Now, we have our oven there being preheated. Heavy duty foil here would be really good, but this is not heavy duty, so I think I might just double the layer. The part with the sheen, down. Cover them up nice, and all of that. You know how to do all of that. I'm going to put me a second layer, because my one, as I said, heavy duty would be better, because the heavy duty would have just, you know, have it more like that. 165 over there, Fahrenheit, 320, 165 Celsius, 320 or 330 Fahrenheit. Gonna go put this now in the oven, and we're gonna leave it there for about, at this low temperature, probably about 1.5 to 2 hours. You check, because my meat was not so chewy. I think they were young, so it is warm. It is warm, so we're gonna go now, because the casserole we don't want to get cold. Right now for about 1.5 to 2 hours on this really like low oven thing, you know. Now I was gonna say something. Yes, you could do these and put them in your slow cooker, you know, 4 to 6 hours or probably 8 hours overnight would be better. Now this is the remainder of the barbecue sauce that we put the pork in. Look at me here. I am not going to do this in the video. I'm just going to be sharing this with you. We have got over here flavor, 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 flavor. Look at me here. Flavor, barbecue sauce, that work with me. Flavor, herbs, flavor from the seared chops. What you can do now, you can just use these, and we're not going to do this in this video, not at all. So we're going to use the little herbs, put it in there, get it all around, cook it out, get that flavor. Then when you cook it out, you strain it, drain the herbs. Then you can put your barbecue sauce right here. Because you know, some people, we have the Caribbean people, long belly people. I want more sauce for my rice, I want more this, that. Yes. So you can do this and make some extra barbecue sauce to serve as gravy. So you don't have to, you know, you have to put a little more water. You know what, serve the gravy can be so thick. So when you see me next, these pork chops should be ready from the oven. Must soon come. I am back, family, and I should be back. I think I am back with a bang, so to speak. Now I have lifted 2 hours to be exact. I just took it from my oven, just went to turn it off. 2 hours to be exact on the 165. I lifted this foil off as not to have this whole lot of steam, because you know this under here would be 2 hours all covered in the oven. It's a lot of steam, so I didn't want the lens of the camera to be all fogged up, so I lift it off, you know. And if you see it, this is what we have. There isn't anything I told you to use the shine part. You see, we don't have a lot, and you don't want it sticking because it was up. Now shoot them up, Dad. I don't have much to do right now than to present to you in this casserole. But before I present to you, I just want to use the fork to touch the skin, which is the most chewy part. Okay? Look at me here. Look at me here. All nice down in that nice juice and all of that. So when you do this, you would want to, after I'm finished here, I'm going to cover. And then as it cools down, all of those juices in there, you could probably flip them over from top to bottom. all those little juices in there, they will just automatically outside of the oven absorb those nice juices and sauces. Okay, and then you'll have it all nice and juicy, tender, just come off of the bone. No much bone we don't have there. So I'm just going to present from my kitchen to yours, from my Jamaican kitchen to your family table, to your plate, and most of all to your stomach. It's just this oven barbecued pork chops. You saw me. I did it. I go from scratch. I go all about. I showed it to you. Please do enjoy. Now, if you have liked this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you thumbs up my video. Make sure you like my video, man. I don't see where you're liking my videos. You're not showing me. Show YouTube that you like them so they can bring me up in the recommended. Show them that you're liking my videos, okay? It does a lot. It says a whole lot for the videos, okay? Please and thank you. Now, remember when you're to make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, remember to hit the notification bell. When you hit the bell, press the option that says all, so you'll be notified when all of my videos from my 4 channels have been uploaded. Okay? Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support, overwhelming support. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. This what is coming up, family. This aroma that is coming up. I can't stay so much longer. I want you to walk right on over to my family channel, the Jamaican Cooking Journey Family. We'll be using this with other things. This will be my dinner for today. So you'll see what we'll be having. We'll be preparing salads and a staple for eat with it. So if you want to see more of this, how we'll finish with this, you might want to right on over and see what happened over there. Remember that our little merch is there and all of that. And we would love for you to go support us. If it's even a cup for Valentine's. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. We do appreciate it. It doesn't matter how small you buy from us. So as we can just go more into providing a wider variety for you. All the information, including the link to our merch store, will be in the description of this video. All the other information and how to get on to us in case you want to say something to us, in case you want to send us a gift, in case you want to send us a donation, they will be listed in the description of this video. It is a new year. Remember to be you, do you, and most of all, love you. When you do this barbecue pork chops, oven barbecue pork chops, remember to do it happily. Happy cooking, happy eating, and happy nyami.